Hey guys, today we're going to look at 1.3, and 1.3 is mostly word problems and talking about how to set up equations and solve them. So let's do a couple of examples together. The first problem says the median yearly before tax income of a full-time worker with a bachelor's degree exceeds that of a full-time worker with an associate's degree by $15,000. The median yearly before tax income of a full-time worker with a master's degree exceeds that of a full-time worker with an associate's degree by $30,000. Combined, the three full-time workers with each of these educational attainments earned $195,000 before taxes. Find the median yearly before tax income of full-time workers with each of these levels. So if you notice, they're comparing both or all of them to the associate's degree. So it says that the bachelor's degree makes $15,000 more than the associate's degree, and the master's degree makes $30,000 more than the associate's degree. So since they're all being related to the associate's degree, we can set up an equation where basically in terms of x using the associate's degree. So we're going to let x represent the associate's degree. So x is the associate's, the mean salary of someone with an associate's degree. So if x is our associate's degree and we know that our bachelor makes $15,000 more, then x plus 15 would be our bachelor degrees before tax, median yearly before tax income. Our master's makes $30,000 more than the associate. So for our master's, we would have x plus 30 equals the master's degree salary. So then from there, we can set up an equation because we know that combined, they make $195,000. So we can add up all three of those expressions and set it equal to 195. So I can do x plus 15 plus x plus 30 equals 195. Combine our like terms, we have three x's, x plus x plus x, that is 3x. 15 plus 30 is 45, and we set it equal to 195. So all I've done is combine like terms. From there, we can solve for x, so subtract 45 from both sides. When we subtract 45 from both sides, we get 150 divided by 3, and x equals 50. Now, what does that mean? That means that, let me switch colors real quick, the associate's degree, they make $50,000. That's their median yearly before tax income. The bachelor makes 15 more than that, so 50 plus 15 is 65. So their mean yearly income is 65,000. Master's degree makes 30,000 more than the associate, so 50 plus 30 is 80. And those would be the answers really for each degree. Let's do the next one. This one says you drive up to a toll plaza and find booths with attendants where you can pay the toll by cash or credit card. With this option, the toll is $5 each time you cross. The attendant gives you the option of buying a bar-coded decal for $25. With the decal, you get 25% off the normal tolls of $5 for each crossing. Find the number of times you would need to cross the bridge for the cost of the two options to be the same. So it was kind of like a toll tag, basically. Every time you cross the bridge, it's $5. But if you get the toll tag or whatever, the plan, then you save 25%. So they want to know how many times you have to cross to get your money's worth, basically, to make them equal. So we're going to let x represent one of the unknown quantities. So x is going to represent how many times we cross that bridge, because that's what we want to know. We want to know how many times will it take for you to match paying each way and getting the little discount. So number of bridge crossings. Now, with the first plan, it's just $5 per cross. So for the first plan, you would pay 5x, $5 times how many number of times you cross the bridge. For the other plan, you have to pay the $25 plus you get 25% off. So now this part's kind of tricky. So if you get 25% off each time you're crossing, then that means you're only paying 75% of $5. So 0.75 of $5 per cross. So that's saying that you're getting that 25% discount. Okay, so we're going to multiply that 0.75 times, well, we'll do that in a minute. Now we want to know, when do these, like, when are we going to, like, match up? I guess I'm not wording it right. What does it say? Find the number of times you need to cross the bridge for the two options to be the same. If we want the two options to be the same, we're going to set them equal to each other. And then I'm going to multiply 0.75 times 5x. And I'm sorry if you keep hearing my pen click. I need to try to, like, click lighter. 3.75x. And then from there, we just solve for x. So I'm going to subtract 3.75x from both sides. And I get 1.25. X equals 25. And then I divide by 1.25, divide by 1.25, and x is 20. What does that mean? That means that I need to cross the bridge 20 times using the, like, toll tag and just paying $5 each time to be equal. So basically, to save money, you would need to cross it, like, more than 20 times. Okay, let's look at the next one. After a 30% price reduction, you purchased a new laptop for $840. What was the laptop's price before the reduction? So this is, like, the sale price. And so we're going to, like, again, let x equal something. So x is what we're looking for, and we're looking for the, like, the original price, basically. So x is going to be our original price, or the price before the sale. That's what we're looking for. So the price of the new computer, price of the computer on sale, is going to be the original price minus 30% of that original price. Okay, and we know that the sale price was $840, so we can write an equation that models that, because that would be the original price minus 30% off the original price, and we know that that is $840. So from there, we solve it. So if there's no number in front of the x, remember there's a 1 there, so that's like a 1. So 1x minus 0.3x is 0.7x equals 840. And then we just divide both sides by 0.7, and we get that x equals 1,200. So the price before the sale was $1,200. Let's get the next one. You inherited $50,000 with the stipulation that for the first year, the money has to be invested in 2 accounts, paying 0.9% and 1.1% annual interest. How much did you invest at each rate if the total interest earned for the year was $515? So we're going to let x represent one of the unknown quantities again. So we're going to say that x is equal to the amount we invested at 0.9%. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm just getting these problems from those slides that are posted in the week. Okay, so now we want to represent the other quantity in terms of x. So like the 1.1% basically. And so to get that, that would be $50,000, which is like the amount of money we inherited, minus x, which is the amount invested at 0.9. This is going to equal the amount invested at 1.1. Okay, so now we can write an equation, and this one's like tricky. Like I feel like even I would struggle if I was just trying to like read this and set it up. So we want to write an equation in x that models these conditions. So our equation we need to make the 0.9% a decimal, and we need to make the 1.1% a decimal, because right now they're in percent form. Let me change colors. So to make the 0.9 into a decimal, we move the decimal to the left 2 places. So it's 0.099, and same thing for this one, 0.011. So like those are the numbers we want to use. So we're going to have 0.009x. So that means the money that we invested at the 0.9% plus the money we invested at the 1.1% And we know that our total interest earned was 515. So we need to solve this. So we're going to start by distributing that 0.11 like this. And so we get 0.009x plus 550 minus 0.011x equals 550. And then look, I can combine this term and this term, 0.009 minus 0.011x. And that's going to be negative 0.002 x plus 550 equals 515. Subtract that 550. We get negative 0.002 equals negative 35. Divide that by negative 0.002. Oops, I forgot the x. And so we get that x is equal to 17,500. Now remember, the 17,500 is the amount invested at 0.09%. So if we want the amount that we invested at the 1.1%, we need to subtract it from the 50,000. So 50,000 minus 17,500 is equal to 32,000. Sorry, that is my school bell. I'm still at school. So this is the amount that should be invested at the 1.1%, and this is the amount that should be invested at the 0.09% in order to get that 515 interest back. Okay, I think this is the last word. Yeah, last word problem. And it kind of messed up right there, but I'll read through it. It says the length of a rectangular basketball court is 44 feet more than the width. If the perimeter of the basketball court is 288 feet, what are the dimensions? So sometimes it helps if you draw a picture. Like this is a basketball court, so we know it's a rectangle. You know the length is 44 feet more than the width. So we're just going to make the width, and we know the length is 44 feet more than that. So we add it, okay? And then to find the, the perimeter. We know how to find perimeter. It's 2 times length plus 2 times width, and that equals your perimeter. Okay, so I'm going to get 2 times the length, which the length is W plus 44. So 2 times W plus 44 plus 2 times the width, which is just W, is equal to 288. You can't see that 288, but it's right here where I just drew that arrow. And then we just solve it. So I'm going to multiply that 2n, and I get 2w plus 88 plus 2w equals 288. 2w plus 2w is 4w plus 88 equals 288. Subtract 88 from both sides. We get 4w equals 200. Divide by 4. W is 50. What does that mean? That means that the width, let me write the word width. The width is equal to 50 feet. The length, remember it said the length was 44 feet more. So 50 plus 44 is 94. So the length is 94. So it's 50 by 94. Great. So the last part of this lesson, I guess, of 1.3 is talking about solving a formula for a variable. So for example, let's say I want to solve P equals 2L plus 2W for W. So basically we just want to get W by itself. So I'm going to take that equation. I want to get W by itself, so I need to move that 2L over. So I'm going to subtract it to move it over. So I can't subtract P and 2L. So it just becomes P minus 2L is equal to 2W. And then we just need to divide by 2. So P over 2L divided by 2 is equal to W. And now our equation is solved for W. And that is basically it.